Hi there fellow guitarists, welcome to this tutorial for Andantino by Ferdinando Carulli. I think this is a fantastic piece to help you develop your right hand. There's a little bit going on in the left hand, but for me this is primarily designed to focus in on this hand here. Okay, so let's kick in and have a look at the first major pattern. It's thumb and middle together followed by index. So we have this type of so it's just the two, thumb and middle, followed by index. That's actually one of the main finger picking patterns, and we'll discuss the other one when we get to that section. Okay, let's do this. It starts off with the third finger on the 6th string, together with the open B, followed by open G. So do that twice. Then we're moving. It almost sounds a little bit like Blackbird from the Beatles. Sounds a little bit like that. Anyway, back to it. Then to this. Same pattern here, but we've moved the thumb to the next string down, which is the A string. We've got open A and the 1st fret on the B string together, followed by that open G. And do that twice. So, then do that 3 times. That is 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the B string together, followed by those open Gs. And just stop there on that 3rd one, don't do the open G. Then we have a little departure, just sneak those 2 notes in. Open 2 on the 1st string. Then we have the same idea, but it's going to be descending, which is this. Let's have a look at those notes. So we've still got this open G happening all the time. 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the 1st string together, followed by the open G. 2 times. Then, same picking and everything, but we've gone to the 2nd fret on the 1st string and open D together, followed by that open G. Then, 3rd fret on the A string, open E together, followed by the open Gs twice. Then back to this chord. 2nd fret on the A, 3rd fret on the B together. So, that part. Then we have a whole different type of feel. So let's have a look at that finger picking pattern. It's I and M together, followed by thumb. So this is the second major picking pattern. So it starts with this. That's 1st fret B string, 2nd fret G string together, followed by the open D. I'm going to do that 3 times. Then open E, followed by 3rd fret on the B. Then we do that same thing with open strings. That's open G and open B together, followed by the open D. 3 times, followed by 3, 2 on the 1st string. So that phrase starts. But that's not the right rhythm. I just did that just to let you get a feel of how it is. So here's the proper rhythm. Then we have this descending motif. Now on the video I play it sort of detached, which is where you can hear that. But if you wanted to make it more legato or smoother, you could go. It's there, I'm still holding this. And I take it off at the last moment. There I'm still holding that while I play this. It just sounds a lot more legato. Or it's really up to you. There's no right or wrong way to play that, but for practice you could do either way. Short or that way. Let's have a look at what those notes are. 3rd fret on the A followed by open E. Then 2nd fret on the A followed by 3rd fret on the B. Then open A followed by 1st fret on the B. Then 3rd fret on the 6th string followed by open B. Then we have an ascending chromatic run. It's open D and open B together. Then 1, 2, 3 on the B string. Finishing off with open D and 2nd fret on the G together. It's quite nice. So that phrase is Then we have the next section, or the B section, and that's totally contrasting. We have this finger picking pattern. And that's P-I-M-I. If you want to have a look at some really advanced and comprehensive exercises for the right hand, make sure you check out the 12 videos that I have that cover all of Mauro Giuliani's 120 right hand arpeggios or studies. And yeah, you'll have a beast of a right hand if you can get through all of those 120 exercises. And as far as I know, I could be the only person on all of YouTube that's recorded all 120 of them and put them in a series. But anyway, yeah, so this finger picking pattern, P-I-M-I. And if you want, you can practice full planting on this one, which means you put your fingers on all at the same time. So you do that. See, I've got my fingers on, play, pick, pick, and then the index just is all by itself, and then I put them all on again. Plant, plant, plant. I'm not putting them on sequentially, like I'm not doing this. I'm going to exaggerate, I'm not doing this. See, there I do P-I-M-I, but I put them on as they're needed. With planting, you put them on in advance, all at once. See, there, plant, all on at the same time, rather than. That gives you a lot of accuracy, and also it can increase your speed. So let's look at the notes there. Open D, 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the E, and then back to the B. So you do that twice. Then we've got, there I'm accenting the melody note. So let's just have a look at what that is. Got a pedal G there. Starts with open G and then the melody note, 3rd fret on the E. Then another G, then 3rd fret on the B, melody note. Open G, and open B, melody note. Then back to the 3rd fret on the B, and then the open G. Then back to this. Here, I think that the melody is kind of moved into the thumb, or I like to bring that out anyway, the thumb action. It just, to me, seems to liven the piece up and gives it like a whole new direction. So I'm accenting everything with the thumb. Let's have a look at what I'm doing there. Those notes, 3rd fret on the A, so it's P-I-A. P. Thumb, open G, open E, and then back to the thumb. Then 2nd fret on the A, open G, 3rd fret on the B, and then back to the A. You might notice that those chords are familiar from the beginning. It's always a good idea to analyze a piece and see if there's any bits that are the same as the other bits, because that can really help your mind. It kind of takes a load off you, actually, like having not to concentrate, but thinking that you have to commit yourself to these new chords where actually they're chords that have already occurred in the piece before. So we have, then we're going to this chord, but this time it's slightly different from that pattern. So it's that P-I-M-P pattern. So hopefully you remember this chord. It's open D, 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the E string. Then back to that. We're going to 2nd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the E, same pattern. Then back to that D. Then we have this rather unusual, I don't even know if it's a pattern, but it doesn't occur anywhere else in the piece. So we're just going to deconstruct this one note at a time. So that's a minor chord actually with an inversion. 3rd fret on the A string, then open E, then 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G. Move this shape. That's open D, 4th fret on the G together, followed by 3rd fret on the B. Then move this shape back, and then just go from the 1st fret on the B to the 2nd fret on the G. When you get there, make sure you hit that open D at the same time as you do the C on the 1st fret. Then we're finishing. That's just back to the G major chord. So we've got 3rd fret on the 6th string, followed by open G, open D, 2nd fret A, finishing on that. So that last couple of bars is this. I have a slightly unusual right hand finger picking pattern there, so I'll break that down. This is thumb, A, M, I, and then I do thumb and I together, and then I do the ring finger. That stops me from having to use two of the same, one finger twice in a row. So I do that, and then when I shift back to this one, I do P and M together, followed by index. And that's how I do it anyway, and then here, P, A, M, I, P. There's so many different ways you could do it. You could do P, M, I, P, P. It's up to you how you want to do it, but I do recommend that you try working out all the right hand patterns first and then bringing the whole piece together by incorporating the left hand as well. Sometimes when you're learning the guitar, it seems like there's so much going on all at once, and there is. You've got to coordinate both hands, and if you don't do that properly, of course it's not going to sound very good. And quite often what I find is that inexperienced guitarists, they'll try to do it all at once. They'll try like nailing some hard chords down here and some complex fingering all at the same time. But a real gem of information that you can take away from this lesson, if you take nothing else away from it, is to break things down into chunks that you can handle. And quite often on the guitar, it's going to involve, like maybe you've got a tricky chord down here, so you just get a feel for that chord and you don't worry about this hand. Maybe you've got one hard chord and two easier chords, so you'll get used to that hard chord, and then you might transition. So let's say we've got a D chord, which is fairly easy for most people, and then you've got some horrific chord like this after it. So what you'll do is you'll learn this chord, and then you'll sort of maybe go from that D into it. And then when you can do that quite comfortably, then you'll go on to the third chord, which might be back to that D. You'll do this. When you're confident doing that, then you'll do this. 3. Anyway, it's a little bit of digression there, but just remember, if it's too complicated, try breaking it down, and you'll often find that it's not as hard as it was initially. Anyway, that's all from me. As you know, let your fingers fly.